Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're very much welcome. My name is Egwuenu, and in this channel I talk about tech, career and my life as a developer. A couple of days ago I turned 26 and I thought it would be nice to do a video sharing 26 life lessons, or just sharing 26 lessons that I've learned in life. As you become an adult or as you grow older, you get to learn new life lessons, and I thought it would be nice to share 26, because I turned 26, get it? So here are the 26 life lessons that I've learned so far. The first one is to be kind. It's always important, and it's one of the things that I've learned growing up, to always be kind, show kindness to people, be compassionate to others. Like if you're in a situation where you know that you can help somebody, or that you can be nice to somebody, it's always important, regardless of the relationship you have with that person. It could be a stranger on the internet, it could be a friend, it could be family. So it's always important to remember. I try to remember, and I try to keep keep my kindness up to par, if that makes any sense. Another lesson that I've learned is to always be grateful or be thankful, because you only have one life to live, and if you live your life just filled with regrets and not being thankful for the blessings you've gotten, or just for the points in your life that you're in, is quite important. So I'm always thankful. I even have recently started a gratitude journal where I just put in things, or I try to take note of things that I'm thankful for. So it could be that every month, at the end of the month, I just say that I'm thankful for life, I'm thankful for a new year. Like last week I said I was thankful for a new year. So things like that are quite important to me. The third lesson is to seek what makes you happy. A lot of times, I usually don't prioritize my own feelings, or I don't prioritize what would make me happy. But I'm trying to learn, or I'm trying to adopt a new approach where I only seek what makes me happy, because at the end of the day, I owe it to myself to live a fulfilled life and to be happy and to be kind to myself. So that's another lesson that I've learned. Always be learning. That's the fourth one. Always be learning, no matter what it is. If it's related to your skills or your job, or just learn something new every time. It's really helpful. The fifth one is something I say every single time, is to put yourself out in the world. I know that for some people this might be very uncomfortable to do. It's also uncomfortable for me sometimes, but it has really helped me like growing, and I just enjoy when I see people sharing their work. And I also love sharing my work as well, like what I do right now. So it's something that I've learned in my life, to always share what I do, or not to just hoard them, right? Because I might be doing something amazing and I feel like it's just a very tiny thing that I don't even need to share. A lot of people feel that way when they're working on something, or when they have something to share, and they feel like, oh, probably 50,000 people or 5,000 people have already done this, so it's not special, or it's not a new thing, and then they keep it to themselves. But no, what I try to do is to always share what I am working on, or just share what I'm doing, or just put my work out there. It's quite important. Number 6 is to challenge myself to grow. This is quite difficult to do, I tell you out of experience, because there are some things that you try to to do, some challenges you take on that end up being too hard for you at the point, and then you feel like giving up. It has happened to me a couple of times, but I try to always take up challenges. Like recently I took up a new challenge to do a 30 days detox on social media. I also took up another challenge to track my activities for the entire month. Like I take up challenges every time, and the reason why I'm doing this is just to challenge myself to grow, and it's really helpful. Number 7, this one I am still learning every day, and it's that I cannot please everybody. You can't please everybody, so please yourself first. I cannot please everybody. Like, I cannot. Even if I keep trying, even if I try and try and try, it's not possible to please people, because there are so many people in this world that want to have a say in your life, but it doesn't really matter what they want to say. As long as you put yourself first and you don't think about what they're saying to you. Number 8, learn to love yourself more. This is something that, you know, I am trying to do every single time. There are times when you feel very bad and you just think negative thoughts about yourself. It happens to me, but now I'm trying to love myself more. And something that I recently learned a couple of weeks ago is I have so much love to give. I can only have so much love to give to another person if I love myself enough, right? I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but you have to love yourself first before loving some other person. So I'm learning to love myself more. 9, self-care is important. Learn to take days off, learn to rest, learn to take things slow. I'm constantly learning all of these things as I go on with my life, and this is something that is quite important. So remember to take that vacation, remember to go on that nice trip. You know, you work constantly, almost 300 days in a year. At least take 5 days off for some time to, you know, refresh and restructure your brain so that, you know, you can get back on track. Number 10, I know this one would resonate with a lot of people. One bad rejection doesn't mean you're a failure. Pick up yourself from where you stopped or from where you are and keep trying. I know a lot of us have gotten rejections. Personally, I have gotten a ton of rejection, but I don't stop. I don't let one rejection get to me. What I do is reassess what I've done, why I think I was rejected, or just improve and, you know, go from there. Number 11, I'm learning that it's okay to cry and let my feelings out. Yeah, sometimes I, you know, try to prove that, oh, I'm too strong. Oh, I'm too strong. Actually, a lot of times I cry. I remember I have this funny story where I was being harassed in uni, and I cried in front of the entire class, right? And this was, anytime I think about it, I just used to, you know, shake my head, because gifts, like, that was so embarrassing. But anyway, I'm learning to always let my feelings out, not bottle things up, because I do that a lot, not bottle my feelings up, but it's okay to cry. So just cry, let it go, let it out, and then move on from there. Number 12, always follow your dreams. For me, I try to pursue every single thing that I want to do. Like, if I decide that I want to do YouTube, I start it off. If I want to start a blog, I go on to do it. And that has proven to be an excellent move so far, because look at where I am right now. If I had not taken that first, you know, hunch to, you know, start up YouTube or write a blog post or do something that I really wanted to do, I wouldn't be here right now. So always follow your dreams, always follow what you want to do. Life is hard. Don't let anybody tell you the opposite, that life is going to be easy. Life is going to be hard. Like, you are going to get into different obstacles. You're going to face different obstacles while going. The road is not going to be rosy generally. So always have that in mind, right? Have that in mind, that life is going to be hard, and, you know, you just have to strive, and you just have to make something out of it. Number 14, read books. So recently, if you can see from my background, if you watch my last video, you see that I have more books there, right? I have picked up the habit of reading, and so far I've learned a ton by reading books, different books, not specifically. So I read different genres, and so far I'm trying to spend more time reading than, you know, scrolling and doom scrolling on Twitter. 15, help people if I can. So this is something that I am doing a lot of recently, because, to be honest, you need to lift people up. So how I say it is, another person lifts me up, or when I'm given an opportunity, I feel the need to pass on that opportunity. When I find that I am in a position to pass on that opportunity, I feel the need to also pass it on to others. So somebody helped me, get started in tech. I feel the need to also help somebody else get started in tech, right? So I'm always into helping people if I can, right? Because it's not everything that I can help with, to be honest. So if I'm able to, or if I'm in a position to help, I am very happy to. 16. This one I am actively trying to improve, and it's filtering out the stuff that I share on the internet that are personal to me. So being an introverted extrovert, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think I am. I recently realized that having a large following, having quite a number of people follow you, has a repercussion. And I recently experienced a couple of different things that, triggered my anxiety, or just triggered me generally, that made me feel like, okay, I need to stop posting stuff like this on the internet, or I need to keep this to myself. So yeah, that's something that I've learned. And sometimes it's hard because I feel so excited to share something, and I don't feel the need to at some point, and I had a lot of things that I share that are personal, that triggering for me, I tend to remove from the internet or delete. So yeah, that's something I'm still trying to learn how to keep up with. Number 17, this one is inspired by Kondo, and it's Clutter is bad. Like, I like to live in a space, or I like to be in a space that is clutter free, if that makes sense. I don't like when my space is too jam-packed, or too messy. Let me just put it that way. I don't like living in a messy space. So I try to always make sure that my space is clutter free. Number 18, giving back to the community that helped me. So I have been part of the developer community in general for a number of years now. In fact, the entire time that I've been a developer, I've been part of the community, and I can't measure how much the community has been helpful to me. So I try to give back by also sharing my knowledge. So I gain something. It's just garbage in, garbage out. I don't know if that makes sense. I gain something and I give back to the community, because the community helped me learn stuff. So this is something I'm actively doing, and yeah, it's been great. Number 19 lesson that I've learned is to spend time with family. Right now, I am living miles away from my family, and it's been hard. I won't say it's easy. It's sometimes, hard to be apart from family, but I still try as much as I can to, connect with them when I can, still keep in touch with them. And this is something that I've learned recently, that, it's good to have like a support system. I tend to see my family as a support system, and that has been very helpful so far, especially in this current period that we are in, the pandemic. Number 20, consistency is key in everything that you do. It pays to be consistent, like in literally everything that I've done so far. Anytime I apply consistency to anything that I'm doing, I tend to see good results. Not good results, but great results. Having to do something over and over and over again eventually makes you good at it, right? So I just feel like being consistent is key to anything that I do. So I try to apply consistency to that. Number 21, this is something that I started doing like 4 years ago, I would say, and it's keeping a life tracker, or a life document, I would say. So basically every year I try to track what I'm doing or what I've done at the end of the year. Number 22, this one is special because 22 is my birthday, if that makes any sense, and it is taking care of my body, taking care of myself, eating healthy, constantly learning how to be active. I know being active has been the hardest one so far in all of these things that I mentioned. I take time off, I take care of my body, I try to work out, even if I don't do it consistently every day. I still do it more often than not. So eating healthy, taking care of my body in general, just paying attention to your physical health as well as paying attention to your mental health is very, very important. 23, fear is a normal feeling. Oh my God, I can't count how many things I feel so afraid to do. Even if I'm scared of doing something, I still take the plunge and I still go ahead to do it. And at the end of the day, I would see that I would be successful in that thing that I tried to do, or I would be great at it. I don't know if you're in a position where you're afraid of doing something and you just, shove it out and you don't do it. Try to be like me. Even if you're scared of something, just go ahead and do it. And at the end of the day, you see that it was not so bad after all. But 24, this is also related to the last thing that I mentioned. Stop doubting myself. I am trying to do this. It's hard, like, imposter syndrome and all. I doubt myself a lot. Like, I doubt my abilities. I doubt things that I can do. And this has been very, very difficult over the years, But I don't let it stop me. It's kind of related to fear and doubting myself. So even if I doubt that I am unable to do something, I still try to push myself to do it. Because at the end of the day, you find out that it's just in your head. Like, all of these things that you're feeling, all of these emotions that you're feeling, it's just in your head. At the end of the day, if you go on to do it, you might eventually be great at it, or you become successful at doing that. So don't let that be a blocker to you. Number 25, I've learned to take things slow. A lot of times, you see things moving fast past you and you try to keep up. By doing that, by trying to keep up with every single thing happening around your life, or happening around my life in my case, I would eventually burn out, or I would eventually get, in a position where I'm not so excited about doing things. So I always try to remind myself to take things slow. So if I feel like I'm getting way ahead of myself, I try to, recalibrate and start taking it slow and remind myself that I own my own journey, right? I don't try to compare myself with other people's journey. I own my own journey, and just reminding myself that, I should take things slow, I should relax, this life is just one. And finally, number 26 is learning to celebrate my wins, no matter how small they are. And this is something that I've been doing for over a year now. I try to celebrate my wins. Recently, I did a quarter review. If you watch my video on how I use Notion, I shared a template that I use to track this. So if you're interested, please check that out. Always important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. At the end of the day, you find out that these are things that, are very important, and it will keep pushing you to do more. So remember that. So those are the 26 things that I've learned in 26 years. I'm sure there are more, but these are the ones that I can share now. I hope some of them resonate with you if you're watching this video, or if you also feel the same way like I currently feel. I would like to hear from you. So leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not part of the family. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.